Now, thousands of pop fans are glued to their CD players with the latest Oasis album today after queuing for the record's release. It went on sale simultaneously at shops throughout the country this morning.
For Oasis fans, an early start as they took the first opportunity to get their hands on the new album. There has been some limited airplay on radio stations this week, but as the new tracks blasted out in record shops nationwide, for many it was their first taste of what's being hailed the Gallagher's best to date.
They've got so much time for their fans and everything, and I love the music. Love them.
I work just up there. They're offering free breakfast, listen to the album, then buy it.
The special thing to be first in the queue with such an important album.
The first single from the album went straight to #1, and there's no doubt to Be Here Now will follow suit. Music stores have already reported record pre-sale orders. Noel and Liam have escaped the hype. They're both abroad on holiday, but still making the headlines. Noel Gallagher says if this doesn't become the greatest album of 1997, then the band might as well give up and go back on the dole. The tills continue to ring as they've been doing this morning. That's highly unlikely. Helen Morton, Sky News, Central London.
The rock star Michael Hutchence has been found dead at a hotel in Sydney. A short time ago, police confirmed he hanged himself. Anniversary concerts with his group, In Excess.
Crowds have been gathering at the luxury Ritz-Carlton Hotel in the exclusive Doubleday suburb of Sydney since midday local time to have been found hanging. Michael Hutchence was a guest at the hotel and had arrived in Sydney earlier in the week in preparation for a series of concerts celebrating the rock band's 20th anniversary. Police are initially reporting that there are no suspicious circumstances.
The police and detectives are still in the room. They are treating it as a crime scene.
Included the singer and former soap actress Kylie Minogue. But it was his relationship with broadcaster Paula Yates which generated the most interest, resulting as it did in the breakup of her 10-year marriage to Bob Geldof, with whom she had 3 children. After a well-publicised High Court agreement to separate, Yates and Hutchence swapped homes with Geldof and announced plans to marry this January. Last year, Paula Yates and Hutchence had a child, which they named Heavenly Hirani. Whether Paula Yates has been fully informed about events in Sydney, and her whereabouts remain uncertain. Colin Brazier, Sky News.
Joining us from Sydney now is Justin Kelly at the radio station 2UE. Justin, I know you were there when the police gave some more details. What can you tell us?
Well, this press conference by the police has literally just broken up. They have confirmed that Michael Hutchence was found dead in a hotel room at Doubleday, a very exclusive hotel in Sydney's eastern suburbs. He was discovered by hotel staff just before midday Sydney time. It was then that the police were called. They secured the hotel room. Crime scene investigators were also called. It was on the 5th floor of the hotel. They have confirmed that he hanged himself, and they have taken into possession a leather belt for scientific examination. So we understand that his body has been removed from the hotel under police escort. It went to a neighbouring suburb of Glebe. That is where the Institute of Forensic Medicine is set up, and there will be a post-mortem examination on Monday to confirm exactly how he died. But we are told he has hanged himself. We are told that the man's relatives in Australia and overseas have been informed, and that in fact some members of his family from the UK are in fact either preparing to ready on their way. The other piece of information that we are told is that drugs were found in the hotel room, although they were prescription drugs. They weren't illegal, they weren't narcotics, they were prescription drugs. They would not confirm whether a note has been found. They said that is a matter for the coroner, and only he will release that information. There will be an inquest into Michael Hutchence's death some as early as this morning. He was in Sydney, of course. He arrived 4 days ago for the Sydney leg of his world tour. They had a number of sell-out concerts to be played in the next couple of weeks, and he was here with his band In Excess as part of the 20th anniversary tour. They have dominated world rock charts for the past 2 decades, but now already the international reaction is one very much of shock that a man life.
Justin, I know that the rest of the band were at the ABC studios across Sydney during the morning. Presumably they've been informed of this news.
Yes, they have been informed. We haven't actually had any reaction from the other 5 band members, but they are a very close-knit group. They have been together through some tough times over the years, so no doubt they will be absolutely devastated by this news.
Much interest, I suppose, relationship with Paula Yates. Incidentally, as far as we know, we're not exactly certain where she is. It's thought she might be in the air travelling to Australia. Is that your information too?
Yes, that is my information, that indeed she might be in international skies as we speak, but the police have told us that all the family and relatives have been informed, so I'm not sure how they would have been able to do that. No doubt they could have contacted the plane and let her know, because it would have to be told of the news, but we're told that all the family and relatives have been informed of this event, and no doubt there'll be some sort of funeral service for Michael with all the stars from Australia's rock world anyway, no doubt being there sometime later next week.
Justin Kelly, for the moment, thank you very much. In Excess lead singer has been found dead in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Sydney this morning.
The body of an Australian citizen who has been a resident in England for some time was discovered in the hotel on the 5th floor. The body was found just before noon by a member of the hotel staff. The hotel room where the body was found has been secured, and crime scene investigators are completing investigations at this time. Detectives have taken into possession a leather belt for scientific examination. It would appear that there are no suspicious circumstances. Post-mortem examination will be carried out at the Institute of Forensic Medicine at Glebe on Monday. The man's relatives in Australia and overseas have... Thank you.
Prescription drugs were found in the hotel room. No illegal narcotics were discovered at the time. It seems that the cause of death was a suicide. Apparently, Mr. Hutchence used a leather belt. Now, we understand that members of the family have been informed. It is thought that that includes his partner, Paula Yates.